Hi everyone, thank you for joining Beauty with a Purpose on the online if you're watching. This is pretty much our portion of Coffee with a Message. And today I'm very excited because I want to build your self-esteem up and encourage you to go out there and be the best that you can be. Sometimes when we are in going through some things, we might feel discouraged, we might feel depressed. I've been there. I've been the times where it's been hard to get up out of my bed and it's weeks and months past and I'm doing nothing with my life. I have been there, but I'm not there now. And I want to help you so that if you are there, you're not going to be there anymore. And sometimes we get those days, we have those days where we need people to encourage us and we need that voice to help us to get through with our purpose in life and the things that we want to accomplish, right? So today's message is called Your Setback is Your Comeback, baby. So you're coming back stronger, you're coming back wiser and bolder to rediscover yourself, rebuild yourself, and be you, be a new you. The butterfly, when it's in the cocoon, it has its way inside, but it has to push out. It has to feel like there's a stress going on, there's a struggle going on, right? But it's just because there's growth going on. So just like the butterfly today, I want to encourage you. Spread your wings, get out of the cocoon, and become stronger as you go through the process and God finishes His purpose in your life. So today I'm going to read off of Waiting, Delay is Not Denial by me, Aleda Ramirez. I'm the one who wrote this. It took me actually 6 years to write this book, guys. It's a lot of content, but it's quality content in it. Not because I wrote it, but it's a pretty good book. So I'm reading off Delay is Not Denial, chapter 13. It's called Setbacks. And in my book, I kind of talk a little bit about my life and how things were or things became, right? So if you have the book, it's on page 184. It says, it was surprising to me that people were laughing and bad talking my situation. When you go through a setback, you feel like people are talking about you. They're saying they're never gonna make it. Some people just want you to fail. Like, I get it. You want me to fail, and you want everything that's coming on me to be a misfortune or a curse on my life, but that's not it. That's not the purpose that God has that for. When everything was taken away from Job in the Bible, it says that God gave him double for all his trouble. So don't badmouth the people that are going through things, because you don't never know why they're going through it, and if they actually need that push, they need that encouragement from you, versus you trying to kick them while they're down. That's ugly. God don't like ugly. So here you are. The second sentence would say, I left with nothing but my family. I was without a house, car, or job, but through my struggle, God showed me His favor. I learned valuable lessons in all of my losses. In a period of 6 months, I had gone through a life storm that others may never experience during their entire lifetime. One thing that stood in my thoughts was the fact that you can lose your house, but you can still have a home. And I know it's overrated. People say, oh, you can, even if you don't have a house, you still have a home. I get it. But it's about creating happiness in your home and happiness with the people around you, right? I could put my energy in things that don't make sense. Like, you can actually, while you're going through your setback or your struggle or your storm, whatever you want to call it, you can put your energy on things that don't make any sense for you. Your mind could meditate on everything that's happening or think about negative thoughts. Or you can put your thoughts, I'm sorry, but I gotta finish this message. The wind is blowing this phone off. Okay, so, or you can make it peaceful. Me and my children had to share a room. We had to invade each other's space continuously. We only had one television, and sometimes we will bump each other on our way to the bathroom. At this time, I often felt depressed. The only thing that kept me and is keeping me now is the Word of God and friends who encourage me by speaking life. Like, I really appreciate those people that came to where I was at that moment and said, you're not staying there. God has a better plan for you. I don't want you to feel bummed out. I mean, literally, I was depressed in my bed, and I had a friend, Karina, just knock on my door, and she never shows up, really. She's just like, pops up whenever she wants to. And if you're watching, hey, thank you for supporting me. But I remember that day, she knocks on the door, and she said, you're not staying where you're at. God has something greater for you. I know you lost everything that you had, and I know you feel bummed out. And I'm like, what? And she's like, but God has something great for you, and you're just going through what you're going through. And I want to encourage you with the same words that were spoken to me. So I was on my phone with a friend, and I saw one of my favorite singers on television. This singer was admitted into a clinic for chronic depression, and everyone thought her career was over. She's just a very famous celebrity. She had gone through cocaine and just dealing with drugs and dealing with things, and finally she went in through really bad rehabilitation process that took her months to be able to be the same person or even better than she was before. She didn't want to give any interviews, and the issues of life took a toll on her. She now has her billboards, like her songs are #1 right now. And being that everybody talked about her was